no matter what. I'm feeling great.
Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to Godlywood Studio and to your favorite program, Light of Knowledge. Hope that you are all following this series very closely, taking down notes whenever necessary, because this is a kind of psychological analysis which we are doing in this show, which can be very useful for us if we put a little bit of attention and look into those topics which we present, and to have a study on ourselves, looking into our own self to find out whether I have any kind of damaging moods inside me. Every one of us have certain negative moods, sometimes certain positive moods. It is for us to find out very clearly how all these are going to affect me in my life, and to channelize those negativities whenever a time arises. So we need a little bit of practice for it. So let us take some time every day, either in the morning or in the evening, as you please, setting aside everything else, and this will be the time, this will be our foundation time for our future success, because all this time which we are taking to look into ourselves are going to add up to those valuable moments of life, because life itself is a series of choices. What I choose to do right at this moment is definitely going to have either a positive or a negative effect in the future. So, taking that into consideration, today let us talk about a very important basic mood of human nature, basic mood of human mind, that is the forlorn mood, the feeling of being alone at times, and how damaging this mood can be. That definitely we will discuss, but we will also look into any advantages. Do we have any advantage when we sit alone, when we feel ourselves alone? Definitely there are two sides of this. So come, let us discuss this important mood with Rupa Behanji. Behanji, welcome to the discussion.
Thank you.
Benji, today we are talking about the forlorn mood. Sometimes we feel that we are alone due to some or other reasons. Maybe our dear and near may not be with us, or even if they are with us, even then sometimes we feel alone. What is this mood, and how can this affect our future life?
See, forlorn mood means a person who feels always he is away from the group.
Hmm.
Maybe he's within the group, or he's physically staying alone,
Hmm.
but internally he feels he is left behind.
Mhm.
He is not moving along with the group and moving forward. And always he feels nobody is feeling any worthiness in me. Nobody is appreciating, even a single word of appreciation is given to me. And what type of society is this? Nobody is identifying me.
Mhm.
And I can also do something for the better service of the society in one or the other way. Let it be a small thing, but still I can do. But nobody is asking me to do, or identifying, or he wants always acknowledgement.
Hmm.
So, not receiving such kind of appreciations, or even a kind of moving togetherness. So, inside he feels sadness. One is sadness, and remaining feeling alone. He is in midst of hundreds of people, but still he will keep quiet, not mingling with people, talking with people, and go hand in hand with the group as it is moving. So that's a kind of negative state of mind.
So, what you mean to say is feeling alone and taking time to sit alone are quite different. It doesn't have much connection, because when we take time for ourselves, it actually has a very positive effect also in our mind.
See, feeling lonely means he is away from the group,
Hmm.
detached with the association, maybe physically present, but mentally disassociated. Sitting alone, that is solitude. Solitude is a positive side of loneliness. Like a poet, if he wants to write a beautiful poem on someone, some incident, or his nation, or anything, he needs solitude, because he visualizes, he thinks, he allows his thoughts to flow without disturbances of others. A yogi who likes to be in solitude, who wants to meet God in solitude, or a great scientist, he would like to sit in solitude to research many things in absolute silence. So, solitude and silence go hand in hand. But the thinking that I am alone, alone in the sense there is no belongingness.
So, Benji, we will come to loneliness, the negative effect of loneliness later. Before going into that, this taking time for ourselves, what is happening at that time? Can you define that process when I'm sitting alone and looking into myself? How is it going to improve my life?
See, when you are in solitude, you look to yourself, your thoughts, quality of thoughts, and your commitments, and you are doing any special task, you allow your thoughts to move along with that. So there is some creativity takes place at that time. That's why people who want to do some creative work, they always search a quiet place and they don't want to sit in a gathering, because at that time our thoughts flow without any hindrance. Similarly, when I am allowing my mind to think of a new thing, I need that kind of solitude. And solitude is a very good experience for self-analyzation.
Talking about analysis, when I look into myself, what if I find a lot of negativities? Because sometimes I do have a lot of negativities, and when analyzing, if I find that I have lot of problems, I have lot of negative side, then would it have a bad subconscious effect in my future? Because whatever we focus on will develop, is what psychology says. So, without being damaged by this negative side of my own inner weaknesses, how can I do it in a profitable way?
Sitting in solitude.
Sitting in solitude and analyzing.
See, a person who has got lot of negativities, he cannot sit in solitude for a long time. Because the moment he sits silence in solitude, these negativities, whatever he is holding in his mind or recorded in his subconscious, or even negative actions he has done, negative impressions he is having, that pops up. Layer by layer it comes up, and he has to tolerate that, or he has to let it go away.
Definitely, Benji, it happens. That is why most people are afraid of doing it. We don't have much people in our society who want to sit alone and look into themselves, because they are themselves overwhelmed with the negative side. But definitely they have to do it, because that is one of the best tools we have available at our hand to overcome this negativity also.
No, for that there is a method in meditation steps. So in Rajyoga Meditation steps, the person who would like to reanalyze his inner state of mind from loneliness or emptiness to fulfill himself, first of all he has to clear this negativity from his mind. So God teaches here the method how you can clean your mind, because it's not a physical object where you can take something and wash and keep or just dust it. It is something, a deeper level, it has to work within ourselves. So every day you have to sit in silence. Meditation, of course, you have to think and think of God, think of yourself. That is first and second steps. Before all that, you have to relax your body and allow your mind to think about yourself. Even if you are sitting, it will just come in mind that what or you are not liking it. So at that time you have to tolerate.
So this process of meditation, as we do in every episode, I think we should go step by step through that process also, so that viewers can understand how this process
because
we can
in the
carry
beginning,
forward.
the day one we sit in meditation, I can't really meditate, because lot of garbage, whatever I am having inside mind, that will be just coming in the screen of my mind. So what we advise at that time, just be an observer. Don't react, don't ask question why this kind of thoughts has come to me. Let it come and let it go, let it come and let it go. As you let go, then slowly, layer by layer, it will be cleaning. So this process takes place for few days.
And I think another important factor, as you said, if we are overwhelmed by our own negativities, Then, as the saying goes, in order to dispel darkness, you don't need to do anything extra, just light a lamp. So we need to focus more on our positive side, so that slowly this negative side is no more
Yes, that
affecting
is
us.
also possible. For that, the second step, once we clean the screen of the mind, then mind wanders here and there and then comes back to you. What to do now? So we compare mind with horse. If we let go our horse to eat grass in the ground, so it will go here and there and eat grass and then come back to the master. Similarly, we are the master of our mind. So in the beginning initiation stage, we just leave our mind free and just observe your mind, and you see all thoughts comes and let it go, and then it comes back to you with clean mind. At that time, you have to each thought focusing on your qualities of the self. Simply one thought: I am a pure soul. It will be amazing. I am not pure right now. Yet you were pure, you will become pure, because your core value is purity. So having this awareness, just drop one thought in your mind: I am a pure soul. So this thought, once it goes into your subconscious level, again one more thought you generate: I am a peaceful soul. Give space and feel, and then again another thought. So like this daily, if you practice, then slowly your subconscious level will be filled with this positive thought.
I will have to continue this until I start feeling those positive thoughts.
The second step, you are simply thinking. At least you are allowing your mind to think that. That is called feeding your mind with positive thoughts and making subconscious record that positive thoughts inside. Then third step is you feel it. And when you are trying to feel it, then your concentration develops. Absorption means you are in that peaceful state as long as you want. Then the next step, slowly you connect your mind to the Supreme, because reaching God, taking your mind to Him, it needs a pure energy. Like a rocket which has to go farthest distance, it needs purest petrol. Like that, reaching God through our mind and intellect, I need a pure energy of my pure thoughts. So when I am filled with these thoughts, which are very powerful and very realistic, and I am filling in me that energy, then think of God, and you see quickly you are get connected with Him, and in return you draw that energy of flowing to you.
Okay, Benji. So as you say, this process of meditation is very rewarding in order to overcome these negativities, and of course to use that time resourcefully, the time which we are taking for sitting alone. Coming back to this forlorn attitude, what can be those causes, those reasons? Because definitely there should be some reason behind that a person, even in the midst of their friends and relatives, they are feeling alone. What can be those damaging causes?
See, whenever I feel alone, because I don't have the art of making friends, and whenever I want to feel one among everybody, and I should respect everybody and give loveful behavior with them, because when I give, the same thing comes back to me. And if I have like kind of assertive feelings, I am very much strong in my feelings, I don't bow down, I don't accept others, then people slowly they will push me away. Oh, this person, no, he is very rigid, he is very strong in his thought, he don't accept. So looking at such kind of personalities, people will run away. So definitely I feel I am left alone. So mingling capacity means we have to be one among everybody. At that time we have to give respect to everyone.
I think again, like in the last episode, we talked about carelessness and the importance of being careful. Here also, when we are with friends, we will have to be very careful that thinking about their problems, their activities, showing an interest, genuine interest in the other person, so that they also feel that this person is really caring. And that is the way maybe we can get rid of this being alone attitude.
Maybe physically also you are alone by any reasons. But here two things are there. One is we can have a very good art of winning friends. Not only our own blood relation should be with us, even neighbors can be our people. At the time of need, they are the ones who can really be helpful. But it all depends how do you behave with them, in what way you are taking care of them. Even early morning when you see them, are you wishing them, are you asking them everything okay, do you need any kind of help, though they don't need also a polite word, and that makes feel kind of belongingness, and that much is enough to feel that we are all together. And second aspect is always to be with the company of God. Even in the physical level, you are all alone in the family, maybe your kith and kin are not with you. A good yogi who can experience the whole companionship with God.
Coming back into this being alone or being forlorn, because if I am full, I doesn't take, I give, and I look for opportunities where I can serve others. But when a person is sitting alone, maybe he or she might be feeling that why someone is not coming to me, rather than I going to some person. So this expectation, this basic need of being wanted by someone, some person, this is also a reason for being forlorn.
This happens usually in the families who is elderly person. You see, any small quarrels, immediately elder person will say, I go away, I go and stay alone. So in reality, they go also and stay alone. Maybe they have some other place, and then people will go, their relations will go, children or grandchildren, they will go and plead them, oh, no, you please come and stay, we will not bother. So this is a kind of mental satisfaction for them. This is ego satisfaction. So because of their subtle ego, I want to pull the attention of others that they should come and respect me, they should come and ask, what do you want? They should only care about me. So this is also one of the negative expectation with the support of the negative quality of ego. And this actually damages others' feelings, but if there is no other way, then people will bow down to them. But it will be like a problem at the later stage. Because once you are strong enough, okay, you run away and do all this drama. But once you become helpless, then you have to bow down. And that time it's very difficult.
Benji, as you said, companionship with God, because finally that is where we are driving at. Companionship with human beings, sometimes it can be very resourceful, very rewarding. Sometimes it can be problematic as well. But companionship with God doesn't have any negative side to it. So being forlorn, if that is a disease, then the best treatment is to find ways how I can connect with God. So how does spirituality help here?
A person who has got companionship and company of God, he will never feel he is left alone, because he will sure that he knows how to make everybody his belonging ones. He will not live alone because he can see everybody has his own brother souls and make everybody as his friends, and that's why wherever he moves, he can win the friends, win people around him. So not even physically he will be alone, or mentally also he will not feel alone. But he will not rely upon others, because he knows that my all support is only Almighty. When we depend on human beings, what happens? They have limitation. If at all they ask me once, twice, 10 times, that's their limit. But I expect that every day they should care me, every day they should ask me, every day they should appreciate me. This is not possible, because every human being has got their own limitation. but God, of course, beyond limits.
Mm.
And therefore, a person who rely upon God as his true companion, and he will be all full because he gives and gives and gives, and no expectation.
Benji, maybe it takes a little bit training because God is subtle. He doesn't have a body. That is what we learn in Raj Yoga. So I have a gross body and I am mostly in the consciousness of the gross. So in order to connect with God, who is very subtle, who doesn't have a body, we need to go through that process of training my mind with spiritual training, spiritual
See, it's
education.
not a very serious training or anything.
Hmm.
Simply to understand I am a child of God.
Mm-hmm.
And understanding God is a living energy. It's not any illusion or any imagination or anything. First of all, we should understand He is a living energy. As I am also a living energy, but I live in the gross body. The one who doesn't have the gross body, playing a special role on this world, his attributes are beyond limits, hence he is known as God. So if this much we realize, then constantly we can have the link with him.
Connecting with God, of course, is great when we consider the immense benefit we can derive from it. But can we have a practical session of that as we are nearing the end of the session? Theory is so beautiful always, but practical experience gives us that much boost to our energy.
Yeah, today we shall have one beautiful thought. God is my true companion. Om Shanti. When I look this beautiful universe, I understand there is more beautiful, powerful being beyond this. He who is named as God, who is the master and the ruler of this whole universe. I am child of Supreme, the creator of this world, feeling his association all the time. I keep my mental presence with the awareness that I am along with him. He is my true company and companion. With this awareness, I feel overjoyed, energetic inside, and full of newness in my mind. Let anybody give or take, love or hate, appreciate or criticize, but I know that I am in a state of beyond all this, who always loves me, respects me. Fill the mind with all his energy. Hence, being in this world, I just be an observer of all good and bad scene of this world drama. Each day, each moment is a joyful moment for my life. Om Shanti.
So, Benji, thanks a lot for the meditation. The silence which we just experienced, I think it is really very much fruitful, not only for the self, but when we are among other people, during our relationships and during our interactions with the people, with the world, this will definitely help us a long way. Thanks a lot. on behalf of all the viewers. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, dear friends, that was another episode of Light of Knowledge. And of course, being alone is very important. Taking time to sit with ourselves, sit with God, will definitely energize us, will give that boost to move forward in life. But let us be very careful also, because if we have a wanting attitude, if we are looking towards others for appreciation and for some pat on the shoulder to move forward, that is going to be detrimental in our way forward in life. That is going to have a negative effect on our future. So let us once again analyze our own inner mind to find if there are any problems inside, any negative moods which we carry, any grudge which we possess. So let us wash it away through the process of meditation. I hope you will be taking time every day to sit with us for this meditation. Let us continue this. Let us make this a lifelong practice, and it will be very, very rewarding. Thanks a lot for joining with us today. And any doubts, any queries, please feel free as usual to contact us in our email or in our phone number. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being with us.